right, everyone, welcome to part two of how to build your spray tan business for the Evolve Your Salon to the Next Level promotional group. Specifically, the spray tanning deal of a lifetime or sunless deal of a lifetime. Um, just going to clear something up immediately. You can call it either. I know the politically correct term within the tanning industry is definitely spray tanning deal of a lifetime, and I totally see why and I understand why. I myself have about 32 UV pieces of equipment, so trust me, I'm well invested into the UV tanning market. With that said, I can tell you that we have had a better success calling it sunless tanning or the sunless tanning deal of a lifetime. Um, I understand again the UV part of it, but it is what it is. Um, the numbers are clear. The UV numbers of the bodies walking through the door are diminishing daily, and the spray tanning or sunless numbers walking through the door are increasing daily. So, my opinion is don't fight it. Call it what it is. It is sunless tanning. So, anyways, moving on. But again, you can call it whatever you want, and whatever your beliefs is, that's what you should do. You know, uh, I believe, going off on a tangent here, you should take my advice, take David's advice, and others in the industry leaders. Take their advice, modify it, and make it your own, and make it better. So that's my advice to you. None of us, none of our advice is good enough to be gospel. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and that's what I encourage you to do. So let's move right along. So, anyways, how to grow your spray tan business, or more specifically, your sunless deal of a lifetime? Well, I'm going to tell you it's going to take three things, and it's going to take the same three things that it takes to raise a family. It's going to take love, care, and 24/7 attention. It's truly that simple. I always give the example of, if you had a second child. If you had a second child, would you just put it at the bottom of the list and really say, oh yeah, we have a second child? Or would you give that second child every opportunity that you gave the first child? Would you give it to the same preschool? Would you give it the same love and attention that you give it at night while you're reading it books, before they go to sleep? Would you take it to Chuck E. Cheese for their birthday? And would you give them so much love and care on the holidays? Would you not give the second child the first child? Would you not treat them the same? If you treated them the same, both children are likely to grow up to be similar adults. Now, I know my dad and my mom treated my sister and I the same, and she grew up to be insane, and I'm like the most coolest, awesomest person in the world. So there's always exceptions to the rules, but typically the environment that you create will produce the same results. So my suggestion to you is to give spray tanning the same love, the same care, and the same 24 attention that you give your UV tanning business. So, what is love? Well, we have the definition right there. You can read it. It's an intense feeling of tender affection and compassion. Um, Love is not you having to pay your employees to actually perform the spray tan. Love is not you having to, dangle multiple carrots in front of your employees to get them to spray tan. Your team members should desire and embrace spray tanning if you want it to be as successful as we are at spray tanning. And it's your responsibility to create that environment. One thing that we do that I don't think, or at least I haven't come across any other salon that does this, is the first day we hire you, the first thing you do is learn how to do handheld spray tan artists. We have you line up your friends. You bring your friends in. My wife, who was trained by Kale Norvell, as well as Brandon. We actually flew Kale up. He trained our entire staff, and then we've since then become master certified or whatnot. We've studied under Brandon Cornell. Both Brandon and Kale are awesome. But anyways, getting back to it, that's the first thing they do. So there is no, oh, I don't know if I want to become a spray tan artist, or I don't know if I want to do this. Well, guess what? You're doing this day one, or you're fired. Donald Trump there. But anyways, that's our environment, and it's real easy, to do. Yeah, and that's the environment that I suggest you create. It's look, there's no use, selling y'all a bill of goods. Tanning is diminishing. Sunless tanning is growing. Embrace it. Embrace the change. Embrace the promotion of it. So, what do we need as well as love? We need care. Again, I know I'm saying a lot of controversial things in this particular webinar or whatnot, but you know, I would be more concerned about the guest education about how to maintain a proper spray tan than the benefits of vitamin D. I still definitely think you should, understand and talk and promote about the benefits of vitamin D, but at this point in your business, spray tanning is more important than the benefits of vitamin D. The vitamin D benefits are great. It's cool. It's a good, positive, morale boosting story. But at the end of the day, our clients come to us to look sexy and they want a tan. It's that simple. A couple other things that you need to care about, that a lot of people don't, is your room. I can't tell you how many times that I walk into a personal sunless artist room or a mystic room or a VersaSpa room or an Orvalo overspray room, and you can see the solution on the floor. Now, hey, it's not the booth's fault, and it's really not even the artist's fault. I understand when you're spraying someone, it's like you're spraying. The spray is going to get everywhere, but it's your responsibility, even though it's a pain in the ass, that once you're done spraying that person, even if you have someone waiting, to make sure that room looks like a dime piece. You got to figure it out somehow because you're charging big time prices, and you need, big time clean, clear facilities. The person doesn't care that you just sprayed 20 people and that's why there's smudges on the mirrors. No, they want no smudges on the mirrors. They don't want to see any solution on the floor. They want a very clean, positive environment. It's your responsibility to do so. Um, Also, booth care. I can tell you two stories real quick. I know this presentation is definitely going over, but I find it important for everyone to understand the core values, how to make things successful. So, real quick, booth care. Uh, right after the show in Columbus, we went to Philadelphia because we thought we were going to buy a My Mist that was supposed to be in decent condition, well cared for. We got there, and I wanted to puke. I'd never seen a booth that was not cared for. And my cousin, was trying to get the pump off, the Mystic pump, and he's like, look at this dude. He's pulling, pulling, pulling. All of a sudden, he finally rips it off, and there's about 4 inches of Mystic sludge just left in there. Needless to say, we turned around and came back home. We didn't buy it. And I was just kind of like discouraged as to someone would just take care of their equipment like that. And I was like, you know what? I will never, ever, ever, ever buy a used sunless piece of equipment. Sure enough, every single time I say I'll never, ever, ever, ever do something, uh, I go and I do it. So my neighbor, our tanning neighbor, basically a half mile down the road, they just decided to close up, and he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy, and he contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in his Versa Spa. And of course, I told him, dude, I appreciate it, but like I had the most terrible experience. I'll never buy a used sunless piece. And he said, hey man, I understand, but just do me a favor, come down and check mine out. I always gave it a lot of care. And I went down, of course, because it was literally 3 minutes from my store. I'd be an idiot not to. And I put my hand up and down the inside of the booth and everywhere, and I actually put it right by the actual spray nozzles, and nothing got on my hand. And I was blown away at the difference of this gentleman who had so much love and care. And you could tell he talked about his booth. He said, hey man, I'll spray in it, go in it. You'll see it's well cared for. He's like, he called it her. I was with her every day to make sure that she was functioning perfectly. And he did. And he did a phenomenal job. And that Versa Spa looks brand new. And I picked it up for a nice little chunk of change, hopefully. So, anyways, it's about caring, guys. And it's about the caring environment that you have. Finally, it's 24/7. Look, guys, this sunless deal of a lifetime and this spray tanning deal of a lifetime, it's a great promotion, and it'll work. if you continuously work at it and continuously farm it and continuously push it. Sometimes we'll do a $9 spray tan weekend, and guess what? We didn't get the results that we wanted. So guess what we do the next weekend? A $9 spray tan weekend. And then we might take a weekend off and fire away again. Okay, you just got to keep firing, you got to keep pushing, you got to find a way to grow your business. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is not something that you can just put up a postcard and say, okay, we do this now, spray tanning deal of a lifetime, summer's deal of a lifetime, give me my $30,000 a year, I'm ready to rock and roll. It ain't going to work like that. But I can promise you, if you do work and if you do put forth the effort and if you make this your number one focus, you will grow this. And this won't become $15 sales. You'll put $30,000 or more. We have put more into our pocket through this promotion. So what is the promotion? It's an extremely easy sale. Whatever your walk-in rate for your spray tanning, ours is the My Mist. We do 3 levels: My Mist, Versa, and Personal Sunless Artist. The My Mist is $30 a session. The spray tanning deal of a lifetime, it's only $15 a month, and that gets them one My Mist every single month at $15. Which, by the way, there is a reason to get spray tanned every single month. There's a holiday every single month of the year, and people love getting sprayed for holidays. If they need more than that one spray tan, that's fine. They simply pay the half-off price of $15. So why would someone want to come in today and spend $30 on one, whereas they can join the spray tanning deal of a lifetime? And the way we do it, we take $15 for today, and we take the first month payment, which would be the other $15. So they're still paying $30, but they're getting 2. And there's no contract length, there's no cancellation fee, and there's no worries. It's a very, very easy sale. You just got to believe in it, and you got to continuously work it, and you got to continuously farm it up. A couple of the sense of urgencies that I like to say, or other people call them restrictions. We only have 21 of these memberships available for sale. They come on a first come, first served basis, and you can only join this program one time because it's an amazing deal. You're basically getting half off spray tanning every day of the year. With the only 21 memberships available, that's only between me, you, and the wall. We sell as many as we possibly can. We just want to put a limit out there to, again, create that sense of urgency. Anyways, I apologize. I know we went over. I really wanted to intend to keep this on a very short YouTube video, but I thought everything was important. And anyways, if you have any questions, post in the Facebook messages or shoot me a message and let me know. All right, guys, take care.